Hey, beautiful soul. Welcome to Love, Light, and Power. This is your space to breathe, reset, and realign. So, whether you're here for clarity, healing, or just a little peace, you're in the right place. So, take a deep breath in and let's tune in. So, today we'll take a look at what are those urgent messages that are coming in from your future self 6 months from now. And for that, I've divided this reading into 3 different groups. We have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Pile number 1, we have these cards and we have this birthday cake, I guess. Pile number 2, we have this ice cream sundae. And pile number 3, we have an ice cream cone over here. So you can use your intuition, and whichever pile you're drawn towards the most, you can select that pile. And we will jump into your reading right away. Hello, pile number 1. So you may have chosen this pile because you were drawn towards this deck, or you were probably drawn towards this birthday cake. So we'll quickly get on to your reading. We'll pull out a few cards to see what are your current energies. And then over the course of the reading, we'll get to know what does your future self, what are the urgent messages your future self wants to give you. So we'll just pull out the current energies for pile number 1. Bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Wands. So we have the Death card. We have the Eight of Swords. We have the Three of Swords reverse. Usually I don't consider reverse, but reversals. But let's take a look at this one. And we have the Knight of Wands. So currently, based on what the energies that I'm getting, you guys are going through some kind of a major transformation. There's a rebirth happening, but this transformation is quite a huge one because you are trying to break those self-made belief systems, negative belief systems. You're breaking those shackles at the moment. And you are releasing a lot of grief currently. So there may have been a lot of suppressed grief. There may have been a lot of fear, anxiety, stress, and calcified kind of belief systems which may have been within you since quite some time, since many years. And currently you're going through a major transformation where you are kind of breaking free from all of this and trying to find and choose your direction. Go in that direction where you are, which you find, which you're very passionate about. Trying to go in that direction. So that is, and you're also releasing a lot of grief. So there may have been something, there could be a lot of suppressed grief within you, which you are currently releasing. And that's surely happening for you. Also, we have the Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So clearly it's giving us the vibes that you are, there is some kind of a new inspiration that, you want to work towards, and you have that drive and that passion within you to work on it. But at the moment, you are kind of a bit busy with this transformation phase. So those are your current energies, pile number 1. Let me know if this resonated with you. We'll pull out a few cards to understand what are the important messages that your future self wants you to know. So what are the messages that pile number one's future self wants them to know? Pile number one, pile number one. Okay. So these can also come out as blessings for you. So let's take a look at, so we have the 10 of Pentacles, we have the 9 of Wands, we have the 4 of Pentacles. Okay, we again have the 3 of Swords. So there's a lot of healing of grief, some kind of an emotional pain, something that you're working through. And loosen your grip, coping mechanisms, density, addiction, let God in. Place it here. Look for a sign. We have career transition. Okay, that's something specific. We have confidence, strength, balance, prepared, tranquil. So this came out reversed, but I'll still place it upright. And we have a win-win outcome is forecast. I think I want to take one more card for pile number one. Nothing yet is set in stone. So let me just arrange the cards properly. So we didn't take a look at the bottom of the deck for this. So we have the Two of Wands energy. So yes, so let's start with your reading. What is your future self trying to tell you 6 months from now? What is happening? What are those urgent messages that you need to know 6 months from now? Now, if you take a look at what's coming next, there looks like there's going to be some kind of an inheritance for some of you. Maybe there was some property deal or sale of something, or something like a family heirloom. Something is going to be sold and you're going to be inheriting along with others. This could be relevant to some of you. It's a specific message, so I don't think this should be resonating with everyone, but for some of you this is happening in the coming 6 months, so you need to be ready for this. Also, you have been extremely resilient and patient. You've been working really hard towards something, towards achieving some goal, and you're surely almost there 6 months down the line. There is, that's happening, and this weight could also be related to this inheritance or something to do with some kind of a deal which is happening in the family. That could also be the case. So you're just almost there, and it is right now you're almost there, but it is happening 6 months from now. It is going to get closed, the deal. Now, another thing what's happening is that you are working on your fears, your anxiety. You know, there's this sense of self-limiting belief systems within you, wherein you feel you're not that confident. You have been doubting yourself, and you are working on this. Uh, since you are anyways you're undergoing this transformation, wherein you're working on these limiting belief systems, releasing these old negative thought forms and emotions within you. So that release of that fear, anxiety is also happening in the coming 6 months. You'll be finding yourself more confident. So you've had these, scattered thoughts or doubts about yourself. You've been doubting yourself quite a bit. and you're going undergoing this transformation wherein you're going to come out beautiful, transformed, confident, and that is what you're going through over the next 6 months. And another thing that is coming across, another urgent message that is coming across is you're being asked to look for a sign. Okay, there you might be getting some signs of what to look out for, and how you will manifest what you are looking at, because you are clearly trying to manifest also something. Possibly for some of you, you all are trying to manifest this sense of stability and security and finances, which could make your family life stable. So some of you are looking at that. Some of you are also looking at trying to have like a good bank balance, like savings, which could help you transition to a new career as well. So you're being asked to look out for those signs where you will be given clear signs over the past 6 months. This is your future self only giving you clear signs what to look out for and which opportunity to grab when it comes in. You are also clearly releasing some kind of limiting beliefs system, some kind of negative thoughts you're also releasing during these 6 months. And this could also be related to some kind of motivation, that you kind of some ambition or something that you had, but you were kind of, maybe you were being lazy, or you had some doubts, the self-limiting doubts within you. You're releasing that as well, because you're coming up with some kind of an inspirational idea which is going to catapult you forward to a new phase of your life, because you're completing one phase and now you're moving on to a new phase of your life. So during this process, you will be able to see, this clearly says loosen your grip, coping mechanisms, density, addiction, let God in. So clearly you are releasing some kind of negative belief systems, which is again and again coming in this reading. And you are learning how to cope with these negative habits within you, and at the same time releasing them and working on them. So you're doing a lot of self transformation, and you're working on yourself quite a bit. And this is going to bring you a lot of good results over the next 6 months. So you have something that is coming up, and this is specifically in terms of career transition. So there is a change, there is an excitement, there's opportunity, and there's advancement. You will be getting some kind of signs related to this. And because of this transformation, you are moving on to a new phase of your life, wherein there is a change in your career. And for some of you, it could just be in terms of evolving in the current work space where you're working currently. You could be elevated to a new level, which could be different from the earlier thing that you were doing, or you could be given a different project. The others are moving on to a new job, a new company. And for some others, you may be completely transitioning from your current career to a completely new one. And I mean, this is coming across for all of you in different forms. So there is a transition in your career. You are working on your confidence related to that. So you're releasing all kinds of self-limiting belief systems, and there is a win-win outcome which is forecast for you. And it is showing as full moon in Libra. So I'm assuming this would be somewhere around the month of October, wherein you will see this change. You will finally get what you've been looking for. So there's a career transition on the cards. There is some kind of good savings that you people might have, like a good bank balance for you to be able to transition to a new career. So maybe taking that chance at a new career. And some of you also have like some kind of inheritance coming in for you over the next 6 months. And there's also this message which has come across which says nothing is yet set in stone. So, and this says mutable moon. So it is clearly stating that if there was some kind of a addiction or some kind of negative uh, thoughts that were kind of hounding you since the past few months. If there was some kind of laziness that you were going through, some fear, anxiety that you were going through, or some uh, you were being passive over the last few months, then that is changing for you. Nothing is yet set in stone, so you need to be aware that you need to stay optimistic for this change to come through. So allow that grief to be released, because you also, the bottom of the deck is clearly saying that is the Two of Wands, which is clearly saying that you're anticipating, you're waiting in anticipation, and you are planning something. And this could be anything. You're taking some new decisions in life. Some of you may be traveling overseas, and some of you are planning something new, moving on to a new path. So this is just the beginning for you, this transformation, or what you're going to be 6 months down the line is going to be completely different. You're going to be in a completely different space altogether. So that is all that I have for you, pile number 1. Thanks for spending this time with me. If this resonated, then just give it a like, share it with someone you love, and hit that subscribe button to keep this energy flowing. So until next time, stay rooted in love, guided by light, and always connected to your inner power. I'm sending you so much love, light, and power. Hello, my pile number 2. So you've chosen this pile because you were drawn towards this deck, or you were drawn towards this ice cream sundae. So you've used your intuition and you have chosen this pile number 2. So we'll quickly take a look at your current energies, and post that we'll take a look at what are those urgent messages that your higher self wants to tell you, which will be relevant to you 6 months from now. What are your current energies? Pile number 2. Okay, we had quite a few cards coming out. We have bottom of the deck, Six of Swords. So let's take a look at your current energies. We have the Seven of Cups, the Page of Wands, Wheel of Fortune. Okay, we had too many cards coming out. We have the Page of Wands, the Moon, Wheel of Fortune, the Ten of Cups, and the Five of Cups. So we have two tens over here with the Wheel of Fortune and the Ten of Cups. And we have the Six of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So clearly you're going through some kind of a transition currently. You're moving from some difficult phase, moving on to some calmer waters at the moment. And looks like you've already kind of crossed across. Those are your current energies, because you are clearly in a very happy phase at the moment. Maybe you've crossed those difficult times sometime back, and now you moved on to something which really makes you happy. You are enjoying yourself currently, with your family especially. We have the Wheel of Fortune, which is showing that you're going through some kind of a lucky phase at the moment, which is really nice. And yes, there is this inspiration to do something. There's this passion to start something new. So you have quite a few options in front of you, and you may be a little confused because you don't know what is that is going to really help you move forward. So you have that inspiration within you that you want to start something. There's this this sense of passion within you that you want to, and that inspiration that there's something you want to start. You have a lot of options in front of you, but finally what is going to work out in your favor is something which is sorry, hidden from you at the moment. It's like you're trying to use those intuitional abilities within you to try to see beyond the veil and see what's there on the other side, because you've had your you've had your share of grief and loss. You've already had it, you've gone through it, You've learned to work through it, and now, yes, you're moving on to a happy, lucky phase. So let's take a look at what is expected 6 months down the line. What are those urgent messages that your higher self is trying to give you 6 months down the line? So pile number 2. Bottom of the deck, we have Four of Wands, which looks again another happy card, something to look forward to celebrate. And we'll quickly take a few cards from these decks as well as messages from your higher self. I'll take 2 cards from this deck. One card from this deck. And 2 cards from this deck. So, and I'll take another from this deck as well. For pile number 2. So let's quickly take a look at your card. We have the Strength card. We have the Chariot. So we have quite a few major arcanas coming up for you. We have the Six of Cups. We have the Two of Pentacles. We have the Lovers. So that's quite a bit of major arcanas, because your current energies has 2 major arcana cards. And your future 6 months down the line, you have another 3 major arcana cards. This says karmic relationships, Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, conflict. I'll place it here. Divine magic, wishes, goals, dreams, and accomplishment. That's a lovely card. Perfect timing. So this came out reverse, though I don't read reversals. So I'll keep it upright. Bring love into the situation. Surrender to the divine. And the last card, you are ready. So pile number 2, what have you been doing? Because you have clearly been working on yourself. You have gone through major turning points, some kind of transformation already, and you are clearly, working on your subconscious, and you are also working on your intuition. You have done the work. It looks like you've clearly done the work and you're moving in the right direction. So if currently you have been a bit confused about what's happening 6 months down the line, you don't need to be at all, because you are leaving behind that feeling of loss or grief. You're clearly leaving that behind with the 5 of Cups. You're moving into the 6 of Cups energy. So you're clearly leaving that behind. And what else can we say? Because you are ready. You're clearly ready 6 months down the line. Your future self is trying to tell you that, because there is perfect timing happening 6 months down the line for you. It is auspicious. There is something that is coming for you 6 months from now. And there's this sense of harmony and, this sense of balance which is happening for you. And because we have 3 sixes over here, 1 or 2, the 6 of Cups and the Lovers. So plus we have the 2 of Pentacles, which is showing again, trying to balance. So you are finding balance, and you are clearly turning the wheel of fortune in your favor, because you seem to be extremely lucky and attracting all the right opportunities and situations towards you 6 months from now. So if currently you're in some kind of confusion as in what to do, what option to go for, you are ready 6 months down the line. There is perfect timing, divine timing. Again, the Lovers card also indicates divine timing, which is happening for you, wherein you will clearly be aware of what option to choose, what to go for, and you'll be able to grab that right opportunity, which is going to put you into that successful mode of life, because you are clearly on a roll at the moment. So if you see, you are moving ahead with full on willpower, determination, with a lot of confidence. You've worked on your confidence, you've worked on your fears, and you've come out now completely confident, brave. You know you can face any situation currently, and your wishes, goals, and dreams are coming true because there's magic happening for you 6 months down the line. And I think your future self was just too excited to let you know already. We have this card which says karmic relationships, Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, and conflict. So if, with the Five of Cups energy also, I had this feeling that there were some karmic relationships that, you've been working on, and you've had that sense of loss. There's some kind of, a feeling of not getting along, maybe could be with uh, some kind of karmic relation in your life. So you have to work on that. So everything, there will always be something that you need to work on. So that is something that you need to work on. Your future self wants you to know ki, whatever this whole issue with having this sense of loss or grief, or feeling that that sense of not really achieving something or something on those lines, then it is karmic in nature, is what your future self wants you to know. So you need to work on this. And if it's a relationship, it is karmic in nature. So you need to just finish off your karma. If there is if you're still working on this particular part of your your life, then this is something that you will have to work on 6 months from now as well. And it is karmic in nature, but it will clear off surely, because you are going in the right direction. You are being asked to bring love into the situation. So if that the karmic situation that you are in, you're being asked to bring love, look at it from a point of view of oneness instead of duality, because this says duality. No, it says polarity, but in some sense it's kind of a duality, wherein you feel poles apart from the other person, from the other situation. So you're being asked to bring love into the situation and look at it from a higher perspective. So that is wherein you will get the right solution to whatever problem that you are facing in this particular area of your life. But you're being asked to surrender to the divine, because everything is falling into place for you. You have already moved on to the lucky phase of your life, and because you worked on yourself a lot over the, and then there is this sense of stability, and there's some kind of celebration also happening for you 6 months down the line. So there's some kind of achievement. Maybe you've achieved something. This could be in any area of your life. It could be also that for some of you, you may be getting married, or you may be getting engaged. For some of you, you may be clearing some kind of an exam and celebrating that. You could be graduating, something on those sorts. You may be acquiring a degree. Some of you could be also, could be a career line which you were really looking at, passionately going towards, and you're celebrating that because you've done really well in that area as well. So there's divine timing happening for you 6 months down the line, and you are definitely clearly achieving what you've set out for. So that's your reading, pile number 2. It's absolutely beautiful what's coming for you 6 months down the line. And thank you for spending this time with me. If this resonated, then just give it a like, share it with someone you love, and hit that subscribe button to keep this energy flowing. Until next time, stay rooted in love, guided by light, and always connected to your inner power. So I'm sending you so much love, light, and power. Hello, my group number threes. So you were drawn towards this group because you were either drawn towards this pile, this tarot card deck, or you were drawn towards this ice cream cone. So yes, so you were drawn towards this pile based on your intuition. So we'll quickly take a look at what are your current energies, and post that we'll take a look at what are those urgent messages that your future self wants you to know, which would be relevant to you 6 months down the line. So we'll quickly take a look at your current energies. Group number 3, your current energies. Bottom of the deck, we have 10 of Pentacles. So we have the 7 of Swords, sorry. We have the 6 of Pentacles. We have the 5 of Wands. And we have the King of Wands. So pile number 3, there's this energy of you being, this is something to do with either long-term success that you're currently, your energy is focused towards that, or it could also be related to your family wealth or some kind of a legacy or some kind of inheritance. So your energies are currently focused towards that at the moment, and there is clearly some kind of strategizing happening in your mind. So in terms of your energy, you are strategizing something which is related to your long-term success, something that you're working on, or something related to family wealth. Could be also related to some kind of inheritance. And this is coming across as currently there's an imbalance in give and take in your energies, which is causing some kind of internal struggle within you. So you may be feeling that, that sense of there is this feeling of not getting what you deserve. So that feeling of, there's this unfairness that is happening around you. For some of you, there could also be there's this little bit of, deceptive energy around you, which you could be fighting against. And some of you are probably strategizing also to work towards this long-term success. Now, there seems to be a little bit of imbalance in your give and take, but you are clearly working towards mastering something. And, currently you're in that action mode, that mode of energy where you're action oriented, because you're working towards being a leader. This feeling is coming wherein, there's this sense of wanting to be a leader. So you want to master something, and those are your current energies at the moment. We'll take a look at what can you expect, what are those urgent messages your higher self wants you to know 6 months from now. So I'll pull out a few cards which will tell us what are those urgent messages. Bottom of the deck, we have the 3 of Pentacles. I'll place it here. And I'll pull out a couple of cards from this deck. Couple of cards from this deck. One card from this deck. Pile number 3. And one card, some kind of advice from this deck. So we have the Judgment card. We have the Hanged Man. We have the Queen of Swords. Six of Swords. Seven of Cups. Then we have Archangel Jophiel, which is compassion, self-care, simplification, and beauty. We have a repeat of this card. I think this was in pile number 1. We have strength, balance, prepare, tranquil. This is have confidence. Your higher self probably wants you to know this. Prosperity lies ahead. So that's beautiful. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. Deep cellular healing. Compromise. That's probably the guidance that is coming in from your angels. So pile number 3, clearly this is showing that, your current energies are clearly showing that you're going through a difficult phase at the moment. But there's a mix of this in your current energies, wherein you are strategizing, working towards some kind of long-term success, or you're strategizing related to something which is connected to your family wealth or inheritance, something to do with the family legacy. That could be the case for some of you. The others, it could be something related to long-term success and stability. And clearly it's showing that there's some kind of difficulty that you're facing towards this, because you want to move towards a phase where you are in a leadership position, or where you've mastered what you're doing. So 6 months down the line, what your future self is trying to tell you is that you are going to go through this awakening, some kind of an inner calling which is coming in for you, wherein it's going to be like a rebirth for you. So what you are currently, you will be completely different 6 months down the line, because there seems to be a kind of transformation and a rebirth happening for you, wherein there will be a shift in perspective for you. This shift is going to also bring about some kind of a opening of your third eye, that intuition is going to develop for you, because your crown chakra and your third eye chakra are going to be activated 6 months from now. This is clearly coming in, and you're going to find a lot of clarity about where to move towards, because you are clearly, there's this whole sense of clarity coming in for you. And with that clarity, because your third eye also seems to have opened up 6 months down the line, from what you are right now, you're moving on to this phase, and you are with clarity moving to something new, and to a new phase of your life, which is bringing in for you a lot of opportunities, a lot of options to choose from. And this is happening to you, wherein you will find a lot of support from people around you. So if there was this sense of struggle currently, if you feel you're not getting along with some people around you, if you felt there's some kind of jealousy or envy or some kind of competition around you, you're clearly moving away from that with the Six of Swords. You're moving to a lot of options coming your way, also in terms of what you can manifest, also in terms of the kind of people that you are attracting towards you. And these people are going to really help you to achieve what you've set out for. So there's clearly a group of people that you're going to collaborate with also, and there's going to be a lot of people around you who are going to help you in achieving what you want. So surely that is happening, and there's a lot, your future self wants you to know there's a lot of confidence that is coming in you. So there's balance also, and you will be able to kind of, move into this new phase with a lot of confidence, with a lot of balance and strength and courage. So this is coming in for you. And the other message your future self wants you to know is there's prosperity that's coming in for you. There's a lot of prosperity. Now this is new moon in Taurus, so Taurus is a sign of actual material wealth or luxury. So this prosperity is surely coming to you in terms of money. So this could be something related to this 10 of Pentacles that you're working towards. So you are gaining some kind of success in that area, which is going to be long term, which is going to be like a legacy which you're going to leave behind. So you are clearly, bringing that balance. So we have the, currently it just felt that your current energies were imbalanced. You're bringing in that balance also. And yes, you're bringing in a balance between your spirituality and your practicality. We have the full moon in Pisces. So if there was this, this could be specific for some of you. If you've had this habit of kind of, like being a daydreamer, or, uh, spacing out from your current situations, and, just dreaming, going into that other phase where, you want to run away from your problems. You are clearly now moving on to this new phase of your life wherein you will be able to do this beautifully, where you will balance your spirituality and your practicality, and you'll bring about a good balance in your life. This is also showing, balance. So clearly you're doing that, and there is a deep cellular healing happening within you. So this says Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. So there's clearly a physical and an emotional healing also happening from you. Your future self wants you to know 6 months from now, wherein that is how, you're going to be gaining this kind of success and prosperity and balance because of this healing. And this healing probably is coming in because you are clearly going to be working on yourself. So you're going to take a lot of self-care. You're going to work on yourself. You're going to work on your body. You're going to be working on your emotions, on your mind. And there's going to be a change in your personality wherein there's going to be a glow up for you. So that's the reason your future self wants you to know that there's this deep cellular healing happening within you because you are working on yourself itself. So if you've not yet started, your future self wants you to know that you please start working on yourself, because you are getting there. If you do this, this is something which is very simple, and you're being asked to compromise. So if there is some, sense of conflict or some sense of competition around you, or this feeling of, being manipulated, or people not really, or, even some kind of conflicts happening around you, which could be related to the family legacy or the wealth or something on those grounds, then you're being asked to compromise, maybe come to a situation where you balance out. So, no one feels left out. Nobody feels that they were not given the right share, if that is what is coming, 6 months down the line for you. So that's your reading, pile number 3. I close my reading here. Thank you for spending this time with me. If this resonated, then give it a like, share it with someone you love, and hit that subscribe button to keep this energy flowing. So until next time, stay rooted in love, guided by light, and always connected to your inner power. I'm sending you so much love, light, and power.